I'm getting too old for this. December 17th, 2021. My birthday. I must confess, I hate my birthday. I hate celebrating getting a year older. That being said, it's my 20th birthday, and I wasn't sure how to feel about it, so I thought I'd make a video. When you ask somebody that's in their 40s, they'll say, oh, 20 years old, you're still a baby, you're still a kid. Ask somebody in their 50s, they're saying, oh, 30 years old, 40 years old, you're still a kid, you're still a baby. It's weird, isn't it? You're always still a kid to somebody. And something interesting kind of happens when you turn 20. And that's, you're not a kid anymore, you're not a teenager, but you're not necessarily an adult yet. You're kind of in this weird transition phase where people expect you to start working towards something, but a lot of people don't know what that is yet. And you're expected to just be dropped in, no guide, and start down your path. And that can take a lot of different forms for a lot of different people. College, job. Some of the kids from my graduating class, it's terrifying, are getting married and having kids. And I'm 20. That's scary. More specifically, I wanted to talk about growing up and leaving your teenage years behind. Now, I know I'm 20 years old. I'm only 20, and I'm not old yet. My barber did tell me that my hairline was starting to recede, and that scared the shit out of me, so I hope that's not true. But I'm 20. I'm not old. I'm not saying that I'm getting old, but I'm getting older. That's one thing that I know for sure. At least I start to feel this nostalgia towards my teenage years, because when now you start to have all these responsibilities, all these things that you have to do. I mean, I wake up every day and I have to get on meetings. I have to take calls. I have to answer emails. Nobody my age should be answering emails anymore. Just text me. When you start down this new phase, this new chapter in your life, people start expecting things from you. It's a little surreal moment where you're like, wow, I'm kind of starting to grow up. I'm kind of starting to realize that things aren't going to be the way they have been forever. That's sad, because when I think of all the memories that I made, especially going through my camera roll over the past, 5 years or something, 5-10 years, and looking at all the dumb shit that I did. Quick disclaimer, I'm going to be showing a lot of videos from my first job at Taco Bell. Taco Bell, please don't sue me. But yeah, you start to feel this nostalgia for all of the things that you did in the past, all of these memories that you made. And it's a little sad to look back on that and realize that a lot of those things are changing. A lot of those people in your life, a lot of those people that you made memories with are changing. You are changing. And you start to realize you have responsibilities, and the relationships you've made with friends start to fade out in a weird way. Well, you may still be friends. You start realizing that you don't have a lot of time for each other. You don't have a lot of time. You sort of create distance with a lot of people in your life when you're trying to chase something. You start to realize that the next 10 years are going to be much different than the previous 10 years. And you start having to prepare yourself for that. Just beyond the struggles of being in your early 20s and maybe starting a job, maybe having to pick a major in college. There's so many things that I feel like a lot of adults now don't understand anymore. It's different. You look at your parents. It was a different time back then. And you start to feel this enormous pressure from them to follow in those footsteps, to continue down the same paths they did. You're going to learn that you're going to start being your own person, and you're going to start believing in values different than what other people that have raised you might have. You're starting to become your own person. You're starting to forge yourself. And like it or not, the memories that you made as a teenager, the stupid things that you did, the long nights and the first car crashes and your first ticket, your first kiss, all the firsts that you had, that's what really your teenage years are about. It's a lot of firsts. You might not think so, but they will definitely shape who you are and what you will become in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Being a teenager is tough, but leaving those teenage years in the rear view might be even tougher. I kind of wanted to just make this little video, get some things off my chest. And I know a lot of people that I know, they're heading into the same chapter as I am. And nobody really talks about it. If you are still a teenager, if you're still a kid, enjoy it now, because you don't get those years back. The funny thing is, every adult will tell you it only gets worse from here. And that's not necessarily true. It only gets more complicated from here, is how I would put it. This is a new part of my life. I'm excited, terrified, but excited. And I want to get out of my comfort zone as much as I can. And I want to make the next chapter of my life as character building as the last 10 years were. So, hello 20s, goodbye teens. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss not caring about certain things. I'm going to miss not having to pay bills. I'm going to miss sitting at home and playing video games for 3 days straight. I'm going to miss all the friends and all the memories that I've made. That being said, looking over some of these clips, it might be for the best. All right, peace out.
Okay.